This is Underground Opera.
Hunter or prey, no monster at bay, tearing apart, no mercy on display, and you will let the story naked in your
Hello, fiends, friends, family, and people that actually pay attention to Undergroundopolis. Every one of y'all mean the world to me. And I just got a quick couple announcements. I've got a really exciting guest on because it's my first guest from. Well, I'll let her tell you where she's from, but it's a first. So first off, I'm going to Undergroundopolis presents The Ruckus at 21st in Germantown, 1481 South Shelby Street, Louisville, Kentucky. This month's guest is Big Trip Beyond. I saw these guys in an open mic down in Elizabethtown, and they were fantastic. And I got them to come on the show and with their friends, the Marigolds, another fantastic punkish type band. Great. It's going to be a great night. Hope to see you out there because we're not doing it in October. Because in October, the week that I do the Ruckus at 21st in Germantown, I'm going to be out of town and going to be in my favorite place in the world, New York City, because I love New York City. I'm going to be there all week, and I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to enjoy my time in New York because I absolutely love New York City. But that's tomorrow night, 21st Germantown, 1481 South Shelby Street, Louisville, Kentucky. It's like my second home. You know that already. September 21st. So if you're listening to this late, you missed out. Now, my next announcement, which is not a real great one. It's kind of a bad one. It's been brought to my attention that there are scam artists out there selling fake Undergroundopolis merchandise. I can't imagine why you'd want to do this show. Why you'd want to sell fake merchandise this show. What's wrong with you? Let me just and well, of course, they're also doing other bands and artists and other podcasts and video casts and stuff. They're saying, we have merch for this. We handle the merch for this show. No, they don't. Always get your merch from the band, from the artist, from the podcast host or the video cast host. Get it directly from them, from their Bandcamp, or from their own websites. If you really want to, if you're going to support directly. Best is at their shows. It helps them get to the next show most of the time. Not everyone has sponsors, but all right. But trust me, there's no Undergroundopolis merchandise. I don't do this for money because I really don't make any money. I definitely not made back what I put into this. I've made very little money at this and that. So, and I have no issue with that at all. This is for fun. This is because people do watch this show. People do like this show. I do it for you guys. I do it because I love talking to the bands, and I love you guys finding new bands because of me. Believe me, there's no merch. I've dealt with merch all for many years of my life, and I've still got some collecting dust from old bands or whatever. And so I'm very careful about putting out merch. And well, I may put out merch one day for the show, but probably not T-shirts. I'm gonna bring. Okay, I've went on enough. I'm gonna bring. I got my guest waiting. I'm gonna bring her right on. Tell us who you are, where you're from.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mariana, and I'm the singer of the Greek band Project Renegade.
My first Greek band from Greece. You're the first.
That's an honor.
It really is exciting. I love getting people on here from outside the States. I really do. So, what time is it there? Just out of curiosity.
It's around 5:00 in the afternoon.
Okay, because it's kind of early here, but it's okay because I've had 2 donuts and a Dr. Pepper, and
that's what your breakfast?
Yeah.
All right.
it was today because I live healthy, man.
Okay.
What do you want to tell me about today?
At first I should, I think we should talk a little about our new record, Ultra Terra, which was released, in the middle of July. So it's been a little, I think exactly 2 months right now. That's been out there, and it was our first. It's our second full-length album. But it's our first, try with a label. So, we have signed after some years, being a DIY band. Now we are under a label, Pavement Entertainment, and we are really glad that that we got to put our latest music through Pavement. It's a good, it's a step towards the US market, which we have been wanting very much to introduce ourselves to. So about Ultra Terra, it's like I said, our second full-length album. We had previously released by ourselves Order of the Minus, and our first EP, Cerebra. And if you dig alternative modern metal mixed with groove elements, electronics, and female vocals, I think you're gonna find some interesting stuff in there for you. So I don't know, just give it a listen on Spotify, on Apple Music, wherever your favorite digital platform is.
Yeah. Well, signing on the Pavement's a big step in the right direction, I promise you.
Yeah, I know. We've seen some really good results so far. So yeah, we are hoping for the best.
They've got a lot of really great stuff coming out. Pavement does. You got Puddle of Muds on with them. I think Ted Nugent's with them. Head PE was. I don't know if they still are, but I know Head PE was with them for a while, which I love Head PE.
Yeah,
they're a really great band. But I got the lollygagging again. So Ultra Terra, I've gotten to listen to this, and I've got a few songs picked out.
Oh, right. That's interesting.
Yeah, but my first heart was on No Country for White Flags.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the last song of the album.
That was one of my favorites. But the more I listen to it, which we'll come back to that, the more I listen to it, I really started. Apex really grew on me. Is that a favorite?
Every song, it's like, your children, you cannot pick one of them, but of course, you can always pick one of them in the end. Apex, I think, is one of the most, it's quite different song from all the others. It's a more, easygoing song. I like it very much. It has like a bittersweet, hopeful sound behind it. I really like the thematic of the song also, because it's about it's about our planet, it's about our Earth, and just asking questions of where are we right now, what we're gonna do with our home, with our our environment. And I think it really showcases that that humans are actually able to take they have the power to take the planet and either elevate it and take it to the next level, and live peacefully with nature, with the animals, and with the climate, or they also have the power to destroy it. And that is why I really love that song, because most of the times there are not that many bands that that get to talk about that stuff. And I think that now more than ever, I believe that it's a good cause, and something to sensitize people maybe.
Oh, no, it's a fun song. It's
Yeah.
And of course, you have a video for Token.
That is true.
Tell us
Did you
about
see it?
Token. Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you
Of
like
course,
it?
yes, of course I did. Of course I was. I try to do my research.
Okay, great. Token was the very first song that we wrote with our new guitarist, because we had a lineup change during the last year, the last couple of years. And we are really, really, really happy how that song turned out and how that video turned out. If if you're interested, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. And it's a nice, a cyberpunk adventure with CGI and 3D effects. And I think it's a very good video, because personally, I have to be honest, I have never seen anything like that done ever before. We put a lot of work behind it. I personally put a lot of work behind it because I had to learn some combat skills and some martial arts movements.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because in the video there is a section that I have to kill cyber ninjas. Yeah. So we decided to use a katana sword, and frankly, I've never used a sword before. So I had to, learn how to stab and how to jump and stab at the same time, how to flip the sword and all of that. So it took some some preparation and some working out around all those movements, around all those moves. And it was really fun. It was the first time that we did a pre-production part for a video, because when you're having 3D and CGI effects that you're not seeing when you're filming, when you're shooting the video, you need to know exactly what you're doing, because anything you do is gonna affect the 3D surroundings that are gonna come after. So we needed to know exactly how to set the scenery for every scene, and exactly what to do in order to be able to manipulate the shootings in the way that we wanted afterwards. And I think it came out really, really, really great. A lot of work, a lot of hours, too many hours, and but we're very, very happy with the result.
There will be a link to the video in the description, just in case anybody's wondering. Did you guys make the video yourselves? Did you?
Yeah, we just hired the guys for the camera shootings.
Wow.
Yeah, everything from the concept, the direction, the 3Ds. The 3Ds are done by our guitarist. He's a very skilled 3D artist, one of the best here in Greece. Yeah, the outfits, everything was done from us. If we could actually be behind the cameras and shoot it ourselves, we would have done that also, but we had to hire a crew just to film everything that we wanted.
That's incredible. That really is.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to DIY, we are one of the most DIY bands that you can find out there.
Me too. Me too. Oh, and probably my top favorite song, "The Fix Is In." Are you
Yeah.
are you talking about American politics on that?
I think about every country's politics. Every country's politics. It's a political song. It has a political message, and I think it's applicable to all societies, all countries. Because let's face it, I have never seen like a government that is not corrupted,
No.
especially nowadays. So I
Yeah.
think it has like a worldwide message
Yeah.
behind it.
I didn't know if every country's politics was like ours, where you just would, it's terrible. It is. It's like you're voting for the person that you dislike the most.
Yeah, yeah.
or
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, you dislike the least because you don't like
Yeah.
any of them.
Yeah.
They're all jerks.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think everybody's everybody's opinion about every choice that we have, and we also have a saying in Greek, which means that the least worst is the best, and that's roughly like translating it, and right now the situation in politics is quite tough. I believe in most countries, and being here in Greece, that is something that has affected us a lot during the last decade, especially as young people, because you grow up and you see you have like the feeling that there is no future out there, that there is no one there to support you, there is no one there to help you build a life actually, and you cannot trust anyone, and that is I think that's the worst, that you cannot trust that someone at least will have your back. Right now, for example, we have like one of the worst catastrophes that we have seen during I don't know how many years, because there was like a really big flood, and like a whole part of the country has been like flooded. There were only like the rooftops showing after the rain stopped. And there are people who, like a few days ago, were like up there on the rooftops waiting for someone to rescue them. I mean, come on. We're like in 2023. You cannot just leave people for days without food and without water, on the rooftop of their homes that are now, lost. So I mean, come on. Like, I don't know. Those type of songs are relatable. Are what I think most people have to deal with their everyday life, and I think it's applicable to every country there is right now out there.
That's deep. That's deeper.
Yeah.
That's deeper than I
That's reality.
I know.
That's reality. That's reality, and you cannot escape reality. You cannot escape, the fact that that people are angry, and here in Greece there are a lot of people that are angry right now, and I expect also that is that goes also in the U.S.
Oh, we just had Hurricane Lee over on the East Coast. Has been, yeah, that's not been good. It's not as bad as I don't think it's bad as what happened in Greece, but it's still not good. And
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I didn't.
people need help. People need support, and the government is their job is to help people, and they do not do that.
No, they don't. They help themselves.
Yeah.
I would agree. Yeah, so like I did. What I was is it screwed up everywhere as it is here? Because there's plenty of people that say they understand American politics. They don't. Nobody does. I had an Australian guest. That's one of the first things he said. I don't understand American politics, and I said, "These are too we." My next question: Why do you put a mask on Odie?
Odie puts a mask on himself. we love his face. We want to see his face. No, I'm just kidding. He likes masks very much. He likes creating a visual for himself, and he also contributes very much in the visuals of the band in general. He believes that a strong visual in performance, in a photograph, is something that attracts people attention. But also his masks have always had a meaning to him. He can explain it a way better than me. But for example, the mask that you see him in the live shows right now, the one that is a skull with a red cross, is an honor to his grandfather, who was a doctor. So it's not just about the looks, just to say. It's about creating a story and giving a meaning to something that works in works also in the visual department, but also in the department of having a story that means something to himself.
What would you like to add in before we wrap it up?
I just want to, invite everybody to, take a chance on our music. I know, that a Greek band in the USA sounds a little bit, out of touch or a little bit too exotic for them. But, music is universal. And we really hope that we will come to play in the USA really, really, really soon. Just give us a chance, dive into the songs, into our music, and we are always open to chat also in our social media. So just give a chance to Project Renegade to give you a couple of minutes of musical adventure, I guess.
There'll be links to all their YouTube, their Facebook. There'll be in the description to this band. If you like this show, something I was going to ask. Have you not been to the U.S. yet?
No, not yet.
Oh,
not yet.
Okay. I bet you come real soon.
I hope so. It's one of our biggest, dreams and goals, to have a U.S. tour.
That is all our time we have for now. Thank you for listening to Undergroundopolis. Remember, we do this every Wednesday night, bringing you new and exciting artists every week. Be sure to hit up their websites and social media and stream or download their music. If you like this show, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, any streaming platform, and leave us a review as well. I'm your host, Rob Lyon, signing off.